What? What? Hey guys, Mike here from Lunch Money Comics. Like most busy fathers of two, I don't have much time for my own personal recreation. Between my normal 9-to-5 job, my other job on the weekends as a musician, plus normal weekend things with the family, I don't have much time for my personal hobbies. And believe it or not, the biggest casualty of that is comic books and the YouTube channel. I know if you're a regular viewer, it may not seem that way when you see weekly uploads, but it's true. I've just become really good at sort of spacing out my content so you don't see the break in the action. But here's the thing, guys. Not only have I been extra busy this year, but since the school year started, I've been very, very busy, not only with family stuff, but there's been illness in the house, and I have a nagging back injury that kind of sidelined me for a little bit. And the biggest consequence of this is not so much the YouTube channel, but it's my mail. Mail? That doesn't sound like a big deal, does it? Well, it is a big deal when it's been almost 2 months of not opening your mail. And what does that look like? It looks like this. I've mentioned on my channel before that people send me stuff, family, friends. I order my own things online, and I also get stuff from viewers of the channel, complete strangers who just want to show their appreciation for the channel. I always say, guys, you certainly do not have to send me anything, but I'm always so blown away by the thoughtfulness and the uniqueness of the things I get. I like to say thank you on camera, on the YouTube channel, to those people. So that's what this is going to be. It's just going to be a bigger one. Instead of opening one or two at the beginning of a roundup video, this whole video is going to be all about all this stuff that I got. I can't wait to find out what's in here, guys. Sort of solve the mystery. Every time I walk by this huge pile, I'm like, what is in there? Now is the time to find out. You can find out with me. But before we dig in, I actually have an exciting announcement to make. Coming up on December 6th, 2025, my friend Rick, who owns a shop called Has-Been Collectible Toys and Comics, is having his second annual Toys for Tots drive. I think most people know what this is. It's a fantastic charity to get toys in the hands of children in need during the holiday season. And Rick loves this charity because he's a big toy guy. Not only does he have a toy and comic book shop, but he also used to work for Hasbro. He was a Transformer designer. He knows his stuff. Well, I helped him do this last year, and it was a smashing success. We filled an entire police truck full of toy donations. It was absolutely awesome, and of course, we want to do it again and make it even bigger and better this time. We want to fill 2 police trucks full of toys. So, whether you're a local or feel like taking a drive to a great shop, swing on by the shop on December 6, 2025. It's in Wilbraham, Massachusetts. If you bring a sealed toy as a donation for a child in need, you can also win prizes. Yeah, you'll get raffle tickets to win other, vintage toys in the shop or comic books. I'll be donating some. And if you actually buy a toy in the shop and donate that, you'll get extra raffle tickets. So it's just a way for us to say thank you and give back for those of you who want to donate to such a great cause. On top of that, I'll also be selling some Lunch Money Comics t-shirts to raise money for another one of my charities of choice, the Muscular Dystrophy Association, a charity that has a very near and dear place in my heart. So we did this again last year and raised a ton of money for this great cause. So guys, whether you're local or feel like taking a drive to a great comic and collectible store, maybe do some holiday shopping while you're there, again, swing on by December 6th, guys. I'll put all the information down in the description. At the very least, guys, there's going to be music, there'll be refreshments, and I'll be in an elf costume. So you can come and laugh at me wearing tights. I don't really care. If you donate a toy to this great cause, I will be happy to do so. All that being said, guys, let's dig into this mail call that is 2 months overdue. So the first thing I want to show you, I've already opened up. I know exactly what it is because I ordered it on eBay myself. I don't often buy things on eBay, guys, and even when I do, I usually don't show it off on the channel, but this one's so cool, I had to show it off. It's this. This is Foom 15 from 1976. Great Gene Colan cover of what I can assume is Howard the Duck dressed as a combination of Richard Nixon and Uncle Sam. This is sort of a collecting goal of mine to start collecting these Foom magazines from the 70s. They're very cool. They have, interviews with, comic creators, and they have lots of previews of upcoming comic books and characters back when the issue came out. This one happens to have 2 significant previews. You have the first preview of Carol Danvers' Ms. Marvel, #1, as well as Captain Britain, a character I love that I recently got his first UK appearance. So I've been more into collecting these guys. Some of them are very valuable. I think I got this for $40. It's in pretty darn good shape, honestly, for what it is, but it's a great cover. Happy to show it off. Also, I've been changing out my wall, and I think my next iteration will have all the Fooms I've gotten so far up there. So very, very photogenic, cool wall book. So happy to pick that up on eBay. The next thing I want to show you is something else that is already open, and that's because I've mentioned I get a lot of this mail through my local comic shop, His and Her Comics in Greenfield, Massachusetts. Thank you, Nishan, for being my mailman. And this was such a peculiar looking box, we had to open it up in the shop. And what was in here is 3 novels. So let me tell you who it's from first. There's a letter here. This is from someone named Rob, who's from New Jersey, who really enjoys the channel. He also talks a little bit about his collecting journey, how unfortunately he had to sell a lot of his comics back in the day, but he's still very much into them. He found these 3 paperback novels he thought I'd be interested in. Why? Because of who wrote them. So we have a Chris Claremont novel here called Grounded. Chris Claremont, one of my favorite writers of all time, of course, because of his work on the X-Men. We have Among Madmen, who is written by Jim Starlin, another one of my favorites. And once again, we have an X-Men book right here. This is X-Men and the Avengers by Greg Cox. This is the Gamma Quest trilogy, book number 1, which I've never read. So, yeah, Rob, thank you so much for these. That's very thoughtful. Very, very cool. Add them to my growing reading pile as well. All right, let's get to our first sealed package here. Who's this from? Oh, I know who this is from. So this is from someone named Scott. I believe this is the Scott who contacted me a few years ago. In addition to the muscular dystrophy, charity I give to, I've also given to the Lustgarten Foundation for Pancreatic Cancer Research in the past. Usually through another local comic shop, Nick's Comic Strip in Danvers, Massachusetts. Well, I did a whole video on supporting, pancreatic cancer research, and I was contacted by this guy named Scott, who's from Texas, who told me he survived pancreatic cancer. Now, a lot of people know this is one of the worst cancers you can get. Scott luckily had one of the better versions of it. He is a survivor of it and a big comic collector. So he thanked me, for giving to this charity and mentioning it on the channel. And I actually got to meet him. He actually came up to New England to go to the big Brimfield flea market, and I got to meet him. So Scott, I hope everything is well. But I'm going to open this package right now with my gigantic letter opener here. I realize some of these are going to take me some time to open. Oh, and there's a message in here. Mike, in case your doppelganger didn't get these in New York Comic Con this year, that's right, I forgot about this. He contacted me, asked if I was New York Comic Con because he saw someone who looked just like me and started a conversation with him. I wasn't there. Yeah, so there you go. So he has a whole bunch of information here. Let me know what you think of it. Cool. It's from Scott. All right, Scott, what did you send me? Ooh, wow, okay. This is why I don't know what to expect, guys. First thing, we have some Magic cards. I love Magic cards. My son is a big Magic card collector. Let's see if I can get these off. Yes, and they are the new Spider-Man cards right here. So, Marvel recently put out one of these, they have these sort of like multiverse, sets. They have Doctor Who, they have Lord of the Rings. They recently did a Spider-Man one. They have a Marvel one coming out as well. I love, comic books, and I love Magic cards. I actually have some footage of me and my son when we went to the big pre-release of this set. We opened up the packs. My buddy Larry of Magic Geeks was there. I took some footage, thought about making like a little short video. I decided not to, but let me know down in the comments how many of you are interested in these, Marvel-themed Magic cards if you want to see more on them. I got the footage, and I'm a nerd and I do this stuff. So let me know down in the comments. I'm curious how many other multi-dimensional nerds there are out there, comics and Magic cards. Yeah, let me know. And you see a sticker here, some guy in Texas. I know Scott was talking about starting his own YouTube channel at some point. All right, what do we have? Okay, we have a Daily Planet fake newspaper. So yeah, this is obviously put out by DC. I'm not sure what this is from though, guys. If this is an insert in a comic book or a prop, I'm not entirely sure. I'm not going to open it up right now, but let me know. And we also have, what is this? Oh, okay, so because he was at New York Comic Con, this is a special New York Comic Con release. It looks like Invincible, right? We have Adam, Eve, and Invincible there, and it's, who did this cover? That's really funny. This is by Reed Pop, New York Comic Con 2025. Scott, thank you so much. That's very, very thoughtful of you. All right, this next package is from Michael from Mississippi. All right, so let's open this one up here. Quite the package. All right, what do we have? Whoa. All right, there is a letter in here. Hold on. Okay, so I'm going to read a lot of these in private, after the video, of course, guys. I'm not going to share all this stuff here, but I'll just read the beginning. Hi, Mike. Want to let you know how much I've enjoyed your YouTube channel. Since I discovered it a couple months ago, I watched at least 30 of your videos. Thank you so much, Shane. That's really cool. He really likes the flea market videos. A lot of people tell me that who live outside of New England. They're always surprised by how many flea markets we have up here in the Northeast. So yeah, he's got a whole bunch of stuff. Oh, these look like this story's by him. Okay. So he has this character called Susie Steam. Oh man, so we have a couple things here. First, we have one of them, Susie Steam number 4. I can't see the cover because he also put some original art he did of the Dark Phoenix right there. But we have this one too. Is this a 3D comic? Susie Steam number 1 with the 3D glasses. That is super Cool. Shane, thank you so much. I love reading independent stuff, guys. You know, there's so much talent. I always say it. So much talent that people don't know about. Really excited to dig into these, Shane. Thank you so much. That is very, very thoughtful of you. And if there's any links I can find for Shane, you know, where you can look at his comics and stuff, I'll put a link to it down in the description. Absolutely. Shane, awesome. All right. Here comes one of the bigger boxes. And this one I am the most curious of because not only is it a massive box, but this appears to have come from Italy. Yeah, it came all the way from Italy, and I know someone contacted me asking if I got this, and I said I had, but I hadn't opened it yet. Oh man, this is Fort Knox. This is gonna take me a few minutes to get into, guys. I'll cut this part of the video out. Hold on a second. Wow. Well, you know, if you're gonna ship internationally, guys, you definitely gotta package it good. Wow. Wow. We have a lot of stuff here from Italy, guys. So let's dig right in. Wow. Okay, so we do have a letter. Wow. All right, so this is from Patrick, who is from Tuscany, Italy. Yeah, from the town of Lucca, it looks like. So yeah, guys, he wrote a pretty long letter, 1, 2, 3 pages. I'm not going to read this all right now. Again, I'll just read the beginning. Dear Mike, as you will undoubtedly have figured out for yourself, I'm a fan of Lunch Money Comics and thought I'd take advantage of the fact that I live in Italy and send you some Italian language comics. Very cool, guys. And there's some history here about those comics. I do collect foreign comics. Yeah, can't wait to read this. Absolutely, Patrick. What do we have here? So we have some Italian comics, of course. We have Captain America. Pretty cool. Not sure which cover that is. We have, I love this, Fantastic Four. Fantastici Quattro. Fun to say, too. Italian's like the most fun language to say, right? There you go, with Captain Marvel in there. Oh, we got some of the Inhumans down the bottom, the floating heads. We have, what is this? Super Arroy. So this looks like, we have the Fantastic Four in the front. Gigante. So this is like a big, supersized book here. It looks like it's probably an anthology, is my guess. We have another one. Fantastici Quattro. Gigante, sorry. My Italian is non-existent. That's cool. No way! No way! Patrick, one of my favorite comic books of all time, guys. The first meetup of Spider-Man and Nightcrawler, two of my favorite characters. And this is a UK publication. This is a 10 pence. They do them like sort of the horizontal version. That is fantastic. I love this. This is a candidate for a wall book if I've ever seen one. Awesome. Yeah, you definitely watch the channel, Patrick, if you pick that one. That's for sure. Some more UK ones. This is a fantastic and terrific. The Mighty Thor. These are cool. I've been starting to collect these as well. They have a lot of these X-Men ones. What do we have here? We have, I don't know what this is. This is a crazy, it's like a magazine, #1. I'm not sure what this is. A new comic for kids only. Not even sure when it is from. Core Holiday Special. Again, 25 pence it looks like. I'll have to get more into the letter. I'm guessing Patrick probably spent some time in the UK, or maybe that's all you can get. Oh, wow. And then we have a whole bunch of Marvel trading cards. Let me open this up and see what's in here. Fantastici Quattro. So much fun to say, right? So we have a whole bunch of these Spider-Man cards, right? These are the 30th anniversary cards that came out in the early 90s. And it looks like an entire set. Whoa. Looks like the entire set. How cool is that? Patrick, thank you so much. Yeah, and not only am I appreciative of the comic books, again, you guys don't have to send me stuff, but I always feel bad when people send me things internationally. This could not have been cheap to send over here. So Patrick, thank you so much. Wonderful additions to the foreign language collection. Very, very cool. And I definitely have a wall book here that's going to go up sooner rather than later. That is fantastic. Thank you. All right, next up, we have a huge package that says, do not bend. And it doesn't appear like it's been bent too much. So the post office did a good job. Man, this thing is sealed tight. So that's good. Pretty safe. Be really careful with this knife. I didn't even look to see where this is from. It came from Vermont. Okay, so this didn't take a very long trip to get here in Western Massachusetts. Vermont's less than an hour away from me. What do we have? Whoa. Whoa. Okay, I don't see a letter in here, unless it's tucked in one of these packages. Let me just double check. I want to make sure I know. No, nothing. Okay. Well, again, this is from someone named Sandy in Vermont. And Sandy sent me a Nostalgia Illustrated. So it's just, it looks like old pictures and pleasures of the past. We have some Judy Garland right there. My mom is a huge, huge Wizard of Oz fan. So I think she'll appreciate that. And we got Steamboat Willie down here. And, oh, that's cool. MGM's Marvelous Wizard of Oz Treasury. Treasury. How cool is that? And you even got the Emerald City on the back. I don't remember, Sandy, do you remember me mentioning that my mom's into Wizard of Oz? I don't know. I don't know if Sandy did, but if you did, that is very, very astute of you. Good observation. This is fantastic. The Treasuries are very cool, guys, and this is definitely one. I've never seen this before. And probably wouldn't think to pick up on my own, but it is fantastic. But there's a good chance that my mom wants this and scoffs it up. Sandy from Vermont, thank you so much for these. Very, very thoughtful, and did not expect this at all. Very cool. We have one more big package here. This is from Jimmy from Oklahoma, and it's a big priority mailbox. So give me a second to dig into this one. All right, this is also packaged very, very well. A lot of extra padding in here. Yeah, all right. I think this is it. What is this? It's made out of wood. What is this? What? What? All right, hold on. I gotta look at the letter first before I show it to you guys. But trust me, it's worth the wait because, wow, this is one of the most unique things I've ever got. So the letter says, Mike from Lunch Money Comics, I am sending you this gift as a thank you for getting me back into comics. Your videos of spotlighting Silver Age books made me realize that there were books as a teenager I thought would be impossible to have in my collection. To me, it's more important to be able to say I have a copy of that book more than it is to say I have a perfect copy of the book. Totally agree. Now that I am pushing 50, I can afford to waste money on old pieces of paper. Also agree. I know you're a huge Nightcrawler fan and you receive a lot of items focusing on that character, so I decided to make something different. Yes, you did. I cannot take credit for the original artwork, but all I did was transfer the image over and burn it into a piece of wood. Look at this. Hopefully I did a good enough job that you can figure out who they are. Absolutely I can. Keep hunting and working your way up to having the collection that the teenage version of you would think is awesome. Jimmy Walker. Jimmy. Wow, I can't imagine how much time you put into this. Look at this. We have... Not only is it, Marvel's biggest characters here, but it looks like the Silver Age versions, right? We have the Hulk, Fantastic Four, we have Thor, we have Spider-Man, we have old Buckethead Iron Man right there. Let me get a little closer here. Ant-Man and the Wasp. We have the X-Men down here. We even have some of the Inhumans and Black Panther up there. So yeah, Jimmy, I can tell what they all are. Fantastic job. And guys, talk about a unique thing. So you can get a little hanger on the back here. Certainly one of the most unique things I've ever received in the mail, guys. And it never ceases to amaze me. The amount of thought that goes into this stuff, but also the amount of effort. I mean, how long did this take him? It's very, very special, guys. It's not lost on me at all, like how special it is to have people support my channel. I am very, very humbled by it. I've always said, when I started this channel 3 years ago now, it was because I had no one to talk to about comic books. I just wanted to talk to the ether. I didn't expect anyone to talk back. So to hear people here, even 3 years later, telling me that they get something out of the channel and that they've got them back into collecting, I don't even really know what to say. It humbles me to my core. And then you see stuff like this and people are thoughtful enough to send things to me from overseas. It really is special, guys. And I appreciate it more than you know. It goes to show how great this hobby can be and how wonderful the online comic community can be in accessing new people worldwide. So once again, thank you so much to everyone who sent me something. Let me go to the letter so I don't forget any names. Thank you to Jimmy. Thank you, Patrick, for sending stuff all the way from Italy. Thank you, Rob. Thank you, Shane. Thank you, Sandy. And thank you, of course, Scott. How could I forget Scott? Really, really special, guys. I really do appreciate it more than you know. And hey, everyone else, let me know down in the comments which of the things I just opened did you like the best? I'd love to hear your opinion. I always send out these videos, guys, saying, keep hunting in strange and unusual places for comic books. But guys, comic books are the destination for me. It's the journey along the way. It's the people you meet. And that's the best part about my channel is how many people I've met in the hobby from all over the world. Yeah, keep collecting comic books, guys, but keep meeting people. We have a fantastic hobby and a lot of great people that we share it with. Thank you so much for watching. I hope to see some of you in the flesh at Tasman Collectible Toys and Comics on December 6th for the toy drive. Again, information down in the description. The rest of you, I'll see you here very, very soon.